This was in the end of the year 2023. I have just relapsed on my nofap streak. I'm sitting on my bed and I am disgusted by myself. I get up and see all the sweat marks on my bed. I stand in front of the mirror, take off my shirt and see my skinny fat body. I look at my face, it's all dirty, oily and with full of acne. And at this point I really started to hate myself. So I decided that I will change. Now, I will make a timetable and stick to it. What do you think happens next? After 3 days, I fail at it. This time, I say this again to myself. I am going to stick to the timetable. I make another timetable. And after 3 days, I fail at it again. And this happens several times. And after 4 to 5 times, I just give up. Because I just don't want to see myself failing at it again. I thought at that time that I am not going to change. It is impossible for me to change. But today, I look at my past self and see that I actually did change, right? I actually did change. I actually fixed all of my bad habits. So I'm going to tell you exactly how I got out of the rut. Having the mentality of making small blunders or small mistakes in your whole day and still being okay with it is so powerful. Picture it like this. If a successful day of yours looks something like this and an unsuccessful day looks like this. If you are watching this, there are high chances that your day looks something like this, right? So, what if I tell you that my successful day is nothing but like this, and it is the zoomed in version of the first picture. You will see some small dips, and it is not completely perfect. And it's also interesting that how the graph of every successful business is like this too. So what I'm trying to tell you is, making small blunders or small mistakes is completely okay, unless and until you don't let those mistakes define your whole day. When I ask people, how was your whole day? They weirdly choose to define it by their mistakes. It's like, how was your whole day, man? And he would be like, I don't know, it was okay. And I would be like, why? And he would say, I played 3 hours of video games today. I feel regret. And I would be like, what about the other 9 hours? Have a better thought process about your day. Have a mentality that making small mistakes or small blunders is completely fine. Your hours defines your day defines your weeks, and your weeks defines your months. And what you let your hour define is what is going to make you successful. If you relapsed on your nofap streak, does that mean your whole day is spoiled and you can't do any good habits? You are not forced to do any bad habits after relapsing on your nofap streaks, are you? Because I am not. Even if I relapse on my nofap streak, even if I just binge watch some social media, I still do the good habits anyway, because I refuse to give importance to my bad habits. And something that I don't give importance to loses its value in front of me. People generally choose the methods that give them some accomplishments, a sense of victory. But I think this victory is what lets you down. Even after winning, you would be thinking in your mind that how was I when I didn't have the victory? What was my mind like and what was my body like? You would be kind of weirdly curious about it. And your mind will start to crave that thing that you were so familiar with, because your mind craves familiarity. Your mind is afraid of being unknown. And when you just completely change by these methods, your mind still starts to go back to those bad habits, your older version, because it was so familiar with it. So the only option from that point is either you become so familiar with the current version of yourself, that is a changed version that is so difficult, or you go back to your older version, which is where you are in the rut again. The more desperate you become for something, the more it runs away from you. The more you chase it, the more it gets away from you. Right? You are currently chasing your perfect day, your perfect hour, your perfect week of the month. And that is what you have to stop. You are chasing perfection right now, and that is what you have to stop chasing. I can just summarize this whole video about not being a perfectionist. The farmer who thinks his field is too beautiful and doesn't put a scarecrow gets ruined by the crows. But the farmer who is willing to have some imperfection in his field and puts the scarecrow anyway is the one who survives. I love this analogy so much because it completely represents our day. We are too afraid to put the scarecrow on our fields. What we have to do is put the scarecrow anyway. And that scarecrow is your mistake. Currently we are so afraid of making mistakes. It's like you are afraid of learning from your mistakes. After relapsing on your nofap streak, you could learn that maybe I was sitting on my bed. That's why I relapsed. Because I get too comfortable on my bed. Maybe I should just sit in the living room more often so that I am held accountable by the people who are trespassing. That is my own family. To improve your life and learn more about self-improvement, Subscribe right now. Comment any topic that you want a video on. And until then, bye.